Back then, well, it's way back then now. You could have found me down in shots of whiskey at La Poubelle, annihilating my inner ear at Bar Deluxe, or downing at Jones with some busty redhead I'd met at House of Blues. A conversation traversing wildly from clubs we knew well to clubs we'd like to know better. I sure as hell wasn't bothered by old man Z's words. All those signs I just now finished telling you about quickly vanished in light of the subsequent days, or had never been there to begin with, existing only in retrospect. At first, only curiosity drove me from one phrase to the next. Often a few days would pass before I'd pick up another mauled scrap, maybe even a week, but still I returned, for 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, grazing over the scenes, the names, small connections starting to form, minor patterns evolving in those spare slivers of time. I never read for more than an hour. Of course, curiosity killed the cat, and even if satisfaction supposedly brought it back, there's still that little problem with the man on the radio telling me more and more about some useless information, but I didn't care. I just turned the radio off. And then one evening I looked over at my clock and discovered that 7 hours had passed. Lude had called, but I hadn't noticed the phone ring. I was more than a little surprised when I found his message on my answering machine. That just wasn't the last time I lost sense of time either. In fact, it began to happen more often, dozens of hours, just blinking by, lost in the twist of so many dangerous sentences. Slowly but surely, I grew more and more disoriented, increasingly more detached from the world. Something sad and awful straining around the edges of my mouth, surfacing in my eyes. I stopped going out at night. I stopped going out. Nothing could distract me. I felt like I was losing control.